Big news, ladies and gentlemen. A global first coming straight out of the crypto valley here in Zug, Switzerland. Tokenized real estate live on the Ethereum blockchain. 3 million francs worth. This is huge. Now, no doubt you've heard a lot of other companies talk about making it happen. I'm psyched to bring you the 3 pioneers who actually did it. We've got them here in the decentraLIVE studio. Check it out. We've got Armin Schmid, we've got Bastiaan Don, and we've got Martin Schnider. Guys, exciting news, and you've got a big story to tell. Bastiaan, we'll start with you. Talk about this latest transaction and why it's significant.
Yeah, thank you, Owen. I think it's a really good first step in the blockchain ecosystem. We built a product for real estate tokenization, and we've brought it to life together with our partners, and that's quite significant. A product out in the open, working, and very happy to be here today and talk about that.
So it's real estate on the blockchain. Now, Martin, could you tell me a little bit about what went on behind the scenes, the big steps that had to be taken care of before we could go live with this project?
Sure. So if an investor wants to invest for this kind of real estate, the most difficult thing is to get all the information together. So what we did here is kind of delivering a due diligence, a digital due diligence. So having all the data in one place, validated data, so kind of completely cutting off all these silos. And so for the investors that did the investment with blockimmo, it was quite a perfect situation, having really the data in one place and validated. So yeah,
perfect.
Some trust thing.
Trust thing, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
We've got the property, we've got the data.
Yeah.
Armin, talk to me about why you needed to use the crypto franc here. Why not something just Bitcoin? Why not buy in Bitcoin?
I think there's quite a big difference between a volatile cryptocurrency and a stable coin. Crypto franc obviously is where we have a stable transaction based on your accounting currency. And I think this makes it much more easier and transparent. So there is a tool in the end. We are powering the blockchain ecosystem. And therefore, we have been able to support the 2 different teams together with the currency in the background to make sure that the transaction is stable, the transaction is at the same value, and it's safe. So that's the most important part of my role in this game.
Now, Bastiaan, if you could just walk me through a little bit more about the transaction itself. What was actually tokenized and who bought it?
We tokenized 20% of the building, which accounts for around 3 million in Swiss franc, crypto franc. And in the end, the investors with different amounts were able to acquire a piece of this. So they received exactly the token of this building in their wallets, and the total amount of 3 million was transferred to the owner, his wallet. So that's in short, in detail, what happened.
Perfect. And now this real estate owner, it's an apartment block. There's also a restaurant as well. Is that right?
That's correct.
It's got a pretty interesting name, Hello World. Of course, Martin, maybe you can expand on this a little bit more. The significance there being this is generally the first sort of phrase used in programming languages. Yeah. So it's very fitting for the first blockchain real estate transaction, Hello World. Is it a coincidence? No, come on.
No, we renamed the restaurant just for this transaction. No, just kidding.
Oh, man. Okay.
No,
so it was a coincidence.
Yeah, it was a coincidence. Yeah,
coincidence.
Yeah, coincidence.
Love it.
No, it's the area with all these buildings. It's not only one. It's quite a lot of buildings, and the whole area was named Hello Bar. This was if you want the marketing statement or the name to market it and to bring it up, and the project name if you want. And then they named the restaurant Hello World. So I mean, it's coincidence.
Coincidence. And I've got the menu here, man. Parsley soup with thyme, grilled cuttlefish, marinated fennel, apricot and walnut risotto. Sounds pretty good. Armin, that's where you guys went to celebrate. Quick cheers.
We definitely were there for lunch right after the transaction. We're really happy that everything worked out pretty well. Yeah. And I think the 3 puzzle pieces fit well together and made this happen. So I'm very proud of the entire setup here.
Absolutely. Well, again, congratulations, guys. And what's next for the blockchain dream team here, Bastiaan? More properties coming onto the platform?
Yeah, I think with this first step, we've proven that the technology works. And again, it's a great teamwork of all parties involved building something in the ecosystem. And the next step would be a property that's accessible to a wider group of investors. And All I can say is that it's in the pipeline, and we're working very hard on making that a reality.
There we go. Perfect. Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.